and takes a shitty mop and he puts it around his knee.
Don't talk about that shit yet.
Well, we
gotta talk about the fight, you dumbass. It's a fucking fight movie.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, killers and thieves, fight fans, get ready because here we go again!
Boyka's back.
Parental discretion is advised.
Welcome, gentlemen. And fuck you. This is
TheHardCast.
I think you should fucking hang yourself.
It's time for another savagely gritty episode of the HardCast. I'm your host Chris, and today I'm joined by Victor.
I once was not what I thought of becoming.
And Patrick. Gaga, gaga, gaga. Tonight's review/discussion is about the 2010 mixed martial arts direct-to-video action flick Undisputed III: Redemption, directed by Isaac Florentine, starring Scott Adkins, Mark Zaror, and Michael Shannon Jenkins. Uri Boyka was once the most feared prison fighter, but has now been reduced to nothing more than a hobbling janitor due to a severe knee injury. Boyka must learn to overcome his handicap if he is to win the prison tournament and finally prove to himself and the rest of the world that he is truly the most complete fighter. So Victor, did Undisputed III leave you in awe of its spin-kicking, iron-fisted, ground-and-pound fury of martial arts mastery, or did you end up feeling like you were in the middle of a Russian cockfight with a wet mop wrapped around your knee?
I don't know, man. This movie definitely has its share of iron fisting and ground pounding, whatever.
Right, you got to iron fist that ground pound.
Right. Anyways, well, I guess we should briefly first talk about Undisputed II.
Sure.
The main character in the part 3 is actually the main adversary.
Boyka.
Yeah, Uri Boyka. So in the second one, long story short, he fights this American
Played
black
by
person.
Michael J. White.
Yes.
Michael Jai White, actually, I should say.
Jai.
Otherwise known as Black Dynamite.
Right. And Yuri gets his ass whooped. I guess I'll call him Boyka.
Well, actually, I wouldn't say his ass, but more his knee.
Yeah, his knee. He basically gets his knee broken in half. So, Patrick, how did that make you feel?
Not even on my worst enemy would I wish that inverted knee thing, and then having to be a janitor. Then
with shaggy hair.
Yeah, he looks fucking horrible.
But it was funny, though, because obviously being a janitor kept him in shape. Because right after he took all that stuff out, he was still ripped. He was ready to fight. He's like, I've been a janitor for 2 years, but this mopping is a real workout.
But he was bigger. He was bigger since the second one. Like, he was actually bulked up.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know how. I guess he just really exerts himself when he's, like, mopping up shit.
He still has a bad knee, though. Tries to do exercises with his knee, like trying to pick up the bucket with his leg.
Yeah.
So I guess straightened up his knee again. The movie opens up with him being a janitor and blah, blah, blah.
There's a scene in the beginning where you see this old man or shaggy guy mopping up stuff.
Old man?
At first he seemed old, but then you find out he's just not well kept.
Yeah.
He got his hair from the same place Nicolas Cage gets his.
So there's more of it. Chris, you totally fucked me up. Now I'm thinking about Nicolas Cage in his horrible movies. So we see a shaggy fellow mop.
Can we skip that part now? Can we move on?
And he's really pushing the liquid. Whatever.
What the hell are you talking about?
What the hell?
He's really pushing the liquid.
This review is going nowhere. We're going to be stuck here for a while. In case no one hasn't seen any of the Undisputed movies, it's based off like these underground prison fighter tournament things that...
I mean, the first movie has Wesley Snipes as the main character, and Ving Rhames as like this reigning boxing champion, and in that character is taken over by Michael Jai White. He plays Ving Rhames' character in the second one. And in the first one's more of a straight-up boxing movie, and then the second one becomes an MMA fighting movie, and then the third one just continues that tradition, but even more so, more extreme, more intense as far as the fights go. The third movie, Michael Jai White is not in, so that character is no longer the main character. Like you said before, it was Boyka becomes the main character, and it's called Redemption because he's trying to kind of win back, fight for his... I want to say his honor and his self-respect, I should say.
Yeah.
Because he's trying to become the fighter he once was, or even to surpass who he once was. But he has a lot of obstacles in the way, his knee injury being the main.
Yeah, because according to him, he's the most complete fighter in the world.
I'm the most complete fighter in the world.
But you have to say it with a Russian accent, or otherwise it loses all its power.
I can't do a Russian accent.
Someone try a Russian accent.
I am the most complete fighter in the world.
Hey, not bad.
Hey, yeah. I think your secret is you just pretend like you're constipated, and then it comes out. And then, or you just think about you're pushing a lot of liquid.
Yes, back to the liquid. So he's really, I mean, he's just exerting himself. That's probably why he was all bulked up. Anyway, so he's pushing the water, and there's a fight going on or something. Then you see the guy who's sets up the fights. You see
Gaga.
Gaga, yes, Gaga.
Gotta respect the Gaga.
Gaga. And he comes by.
Matt.
What the hell was that? What did you say, Victor?
You go, wah, or something like a baby.
You're like, wah.
Wah, see? Anyway, so Gaga is coming down the hall and something about, and he drops some money and then, okay. Well, anyway, so what's his face? Our main character, Boyka, wants to fight and he's like, I want to be in the ring, I want to fight, or something like that.
I want to fight! Let me fight! I want to fight!
And then he's like, you want to fight? Look at you mopping, so...
Yeah, you're just pushing that liquid around.
Pushing that liquid, my shaggy fellow, you're doing a good job.
Gaga's like, you've won me a lot of money in the past, so I want to make it up to you. And he's like, you want to do me a favor? Put me back in the ring. I want to fight again. He's like, nope, can't do that. So then Boyka just says, fuck it, and grabs a razor and somehow gives himself like a professional cut and everything.
Yeah, he gives himself a buzz cut, even though you only see 2 clumps of hair fall down.
Yeah, with a single razor.
I think it would have been funnier though, like if he picks up that little razor and you hear like the sound like and then you look up and he's got this huge afro.
Chris, take it away.
Wow, we got a lot of takeaways. So he shows up to the fight, and at the time I think the guy's name is Psycho.
Oh yeah, after one of the fights is done,
I thought it was Cyclops.
shows up to the bucket.
I think his name is just Psycho.
Vladimir! Psycho!
Okay, so Psycho's fighting the big fight. This is the fight to get into the tournament. Yeah, Psycho. I think it was Psycho or Psycho. So he just jumps into the fight. He's like, I want to fight. And Gaga's thinking like, okay, this guy just wants to die. Like, he wants to go out with a bang. So he's like, let him fight. And then he totally whoops Psycho's ass completely. And so he gets into the tournament. Once again, Gaga is representing him. We get to see all the new fighters who are going to this other prison. I can't remember, somewhere else in Ukraine or Russia or something like that.
It's Georgia.
I knew it was just north of Florida or something. But
Yeah.
you get to see some South Korean guy, or was he North Korean? I can't remember. Was he the good Korean or the bad Korean?
They didn't mention which Korean.
North Korean.
Okay, North Korean. So he was probably a Tom.
He's just an Asian fighter.
Right, he's just the stereotypical Asian fighter. Unstereotypically gets his ass kicked, but we get to see all the different fighters, and they're all lined up. You meet Turbo, who's
American, and then the French guy. One guy from
Brazil.
Yeah, the capoeira fighter.
Yeah, capoeira, not Tupperware fighter.
What?
Tupperware?
Tupperware, yeah. Oh, but we have to mention too that there's all these scenes with the money guys. That's like the worst scenes in the movie.
Like all the guys that represent each fighter.
Oh,
yeah, it's so boring, and they're like the worst actors in the movie.
And Chris, don't forget the background music.
Oh yes, oboe music. What the hell were they thinking?
It's like the old guy's talking, and it's obviously a dub. So we need to join together. It's like not even him. And then there's oboe, some kind of oboe in the background playing whenever he talks. And I'm just saying to myself, is this so not right?
Yeah.
There's just no music.
Well, I can't think of too many situations where oboe is right.
I can think of a few.
Oh, really?
Really?
Break it down for us, Victor.
Yeah, Victor.
So, Patrick, take it away.
You see, they're all basically mafia types. They're all underground types, and they're making this stupid fight. I don't even know why they're making.
It's like a world tournament of prison fighters.
Yeah, this underground fight where it's just organized for them to make more money. That's all it is. And because they're all underground, you already know the damn thing's rigged. So
there was also a French fighter, and
well, Patrick mentioned the French fighter already.
He did?
Yeah, he did. Weren't you listening?
Did you mention the Colombian?
The Colombian? Oh, I didn't. Forgot about the Colombian guy. All right.
He's like the main bad guy in this movie.
That's Dolor Dolor.
Dolor.
I wanted to call him DeLorean, but
it's Spanish for pain.
Oh, that makes sense. And he's played by Mark Zaror, which Patrick and we know him. We saw him in Kiltro and in Mirage Man.
And Zaror is Spanish for awesome.
Sure.
Right. Pusher is what is Spanish for pusher of liquids, right? Yeah, he's a pretty decent actor he's pretty much the only hardcore Latin martial arts actor that we know of.